Alright, guys, there's going to be a lot of squeaking today because I have a thing of water that's not, it's not basically secured right, so, and I should have thought of that beforehand. We might actually stop so I can fix that crazy squeaking noise. Today's officially bulk trash day. Whoop. So, anyways, I just got a strange look from that wooden dude. He was like, "Why is that guy like hand raising in his car?" Anyways, so yeah, it's crazy. Couch is out here, you know. Weird looking Thomas the Train thing sitting out. But yeah, so I think today is finally the day for the mixer bot being up and running. And then a couple more small updates to the stream. I know if you guys saw last night, the stream was like really, I think it looked a lot better. Here, let me fix this. Sorry about that. I had moved it around a little bit. But yeah, so, yeah, the stream should be quite a bit better. Quality and notification-wise, and borders and all that fun stuff that streamers have to worry about. But yeah, so, yeah, so I'm thinking more along the lines of content on YouTube, you know, focus on that. It seems like, at least for now, maybe, it seems like by the time I get to streaming stuff anyways currently, until I get off this contract, it seems like it's gonna just be like one of those things. The sun, it's blinding. Gosh. It's gonna be like one of those things that is going to be constantly late, and I know you guys aren't that type of crew. You know, you guys are not the late night squad type of thing. If I remember correctly, we used to start at like 5 and then end around like 10, sometimes 11, you know, 9, 10, 11. So I know for a fact that you guys on YouTube are not like, you know, at least most of you. I'm not trying to say all of you guys aren't, but most of you guys are, you know, a little bit earlier than what I'm trying to present right now with streaming, which is fine. I mean, you guys have been commenting and reacting and looking at the videos, which I really appreciate. But I just want something a little more catered towards you guys, is basically what I'm saying. I mean, it'll probably have to be extra videos, and this isn't going to happen, you know, I might have said like shortly earlier that this is going to happen sooner than later, but this isn't going to happen like overnight, and I'll probably keep talking about it until I do something about it, but it's definitely going to be after this Paladin series, because this series is actually super important to me, just because, you know, I've attempted series before, but they've never really gone through 100% well. So once I get this series out of the way, then it'll give me an idea of what I need to do for an actual series of videos. Meaning, you know, like say I want to do like a single player game like Binding of I don't know if Binding of Isaiah is single player, and that might be more stream worthy, but you know, just like, you know, an actual series, like I don't know, like the Thieves Guild or something, you know what I mean? And I want to do like 15-minute videos of it or something like that. Or, you know, actually here's a good one. what is it? Fallout 4. That would be a good series to do. Especially because I have no clue what I'm doing in that game. You know what I mean? That might be interesting. 15-minute segments, and, just, and the links would probably vary between, 10 and 15 minutes. With streaming, it's a little bit more difficult. I gotta get gas, guys. With streaming, it's a little bit more difficult because, you can't really cut out that footage. The whole walking around footage. That was like a good, 15 minutes alone by itself. Just the walking around type of part. Gas gauge is like at that point where I need gas. Alright, I'll continue this conversation when I get back. Alright guys, I'm back. I got myself a $1 coffee. I got these $1 coffees there, so. But it took all $30 worth of gas for some reason. I was actually extremely surprised. So, that was strange. Sometimes, don't get me wrong, sometimes it will take the 30. But I wasn't even on empty yet. I still had a bit to go. And the gas price was like $2.88 or something. It said it took 10 gallons. And, $2.88 per gallon. And, I know maybe a lot of people won't believe this, but, the place over here where I like to go, it's the Speedway. And anywhere else I go, my gas mileage is like cut in half. Like I've tried different places recently, and like I said, like literally anywhere I go, my gas mileage is literally like cut in half. So yeah, it's really, really bizarre. Like Sheetz and all these other places. I was actually just talking to someone in there, and they were like, yeah, my husband had to go to the mechanic lately. That's what the one lady said. She was like, my husband had to go to the mechanic lately, and they found water in his engine. And it was causing some, like, severe issues, so. Gosh, this sun is not, like, winning favor with me today. But yeah, so I looked around briefly. I wouldn't quote me on this, but as far as I can tell, I don't see any like may contain 10% ethanol in the Speedway gas. I haven't seen anything like that, So I'm wondering if their gas isn't cut with ethanol, and that's why I'm getting such poor performance from everyone else, because their gas is like cut with ethanol or something. Or ethanol, or whatever you want to call it. The E-Man, just whatever you want to call it. But what I'm getting at is I wonder if that's the case. And if not, then, they're definitely doing something right. Because I was surprised. I just filled up the day before yesterday. And yeah, it's like with this job, it's every other day. But, it was the Sheetz gas again. And, like, I had a full tank when I was going, and then, like, I come out today after driving yesterday, and, like, it's, like, so far down when usually I only need to put in, like, half a tank or something. So it's like, what the heck, So, I was pretty surprised. Pretty surprised how fast my gauge dropped with that guy. I'm not trying to talk bad about Sheetz, but like every time I get their gas, it seems like it's like a massive performance drop. And then you don't want water in your engine, obviously. And I'm not saying that Sheetz. Someone was just saying they got gas and from somewhere else, and they weren't using Speedway, and then, there's water in their gas tank. And, that could mean anything, by the way. Just clarifying that. But, yeah, so that's what I wanted to talk about for a little bit. Yeah, Speedway seems to have solid gas, at least where I'm at. I mean, maybe try it out. Go get gas wherever you normally get gas. Although I will say Get-Go seems pretty good too. But yeah, go get gas where you normally get gas. Drive around a bit, for quite a while actually, just like the whole week, and record like how much you use or something, or just like if it's noticeable, like your gas gauge is like dropping, and you're like, what in the world's going on? Then obviously, and then go try some Speedway gas. I guess that's my challenge to everyone. Try out that Speedway gas and see how much longer it lasts. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, at first, I thought maybe I'm, part of the Speedway hype, this and that. But I don't even like going in there, I'm not a fan of going in the store anymore. It's just, I don't know, I just don't like going in there. But yeah, I'm being serious though. Their gas is like so good for some reason. So if you have one near you, I'd try it out. If it's a couple miles further than your other gas station, those 2 miles aren't going to really, 2 miles is quite a bit, but for gas. But that mile or 2 or mile and a half isn't going to really matter if their gas is so much better. You're going to be saving a bunch of money in the long run. But anyways, this isn't a discussion about where to get your gas, although you know where I stand at this point. It's just such a noticeable difference. It's crazy. But yeah, so that's that. What else? Oh yeah, I know, talking about the bots again, I know you guys are getting tired, but this is what I want to do. Are you ready? No, I'm just kidding. I want to finish the mixer bot up today. That's my goal. So, hopefully we can do that. And I know you guys are like, did you just like smile and put a thumbs up so you can scroll back through the video to that very frame and then use that as your thumbnail? And to answer that question, I would say yes. But anyways, my battery is drawing near to dead, so I have to end this video here before it dies. I will see you guys tomorrow. Deuce.